Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave, and I have a fabulous project to share with you featuring the He's All That bundle. This is a really great and very versatile bundle that we have in our annual catalog. It's part of a suite that includes some really awesome designer series paper. And unlike our other designer series paper, not only do you have printed papers, of course they're double-sided, but you also have 2 sheets of all of these fabulous die cuts. And so there's a whole bunch of pieces on here, and they make for really cute and quick cards. Now, I wanted to make a fun card for my husband because he just got a promotion at work. So I came to this stamp set, and I wanted to use both the stamps as well as those die cuts to create my project. So what I'm going to do is start with a black card base. And again, one of the things I love about this suite are the colors. There's a good variety. There's black, brown, Cajun Craze, pumpkin pie, and so those are good kind of masculine colors. And then there's kind of some outdoorsy colors with the soft succulent and Sahara sand. So I really think there's just a lot you can do with this. Anyway, so back to my card. I've got my half sheet of cardstock. I've cut a couple of pieces of designer series paper. This one is 4 by 5 1/4, and I just love this print. It's really nice. But actually both sides are really nice because I'm actually going to use both of them. So I'll place that pattern on here. And then I have an 1.5 inch strip that I'm going to run across my card about there. Then I'll just trim off that excess. This was kind of a strip that I had left over in my packet of DSP. Okay, then I've got a panel that's 3 by 3 3/4, which I'm going to place here. However, I wanted to kind of make it a little fancier. So I want to do the Faux Suede technique. This is one of my favorite techniques. I learned this many years ago. And so what I'm going to do is just take this piece of Cajun Craze. I am going to run my bone folder all over this, backwards, forwards, both sides of the cardstock in every direction. And when I do that, the layers of cardstock are literally going to start to separate. And I love that look because it gives it kind of a really cool, truly looking like suede texture. Okay, so I'm really doing this up good. And as you can see, those layers are starting to pull apart. Now, some cardstocks will actually do this a little easier than others. I know Cajun Craze is a color that might be a little trickier, so I'm being a little careful. But voila, now I have 2 pieces of suede, and you can see all that cool texture. So I'm just going to position this on here. The other thing that's kind of fun about this is it often looks a little different than the cardstock itself. Maybe it's just a touch lighter in color, which is kind of interesting. Now I'm kind of carefully putting adhesive on here because the paper is thinner. Obviously, we just kind of divided it in half, and I want to make sure that this is going to adhere nicely to my card, and I also want to put it on straight. Sometimes I struggle with that when I'm filming videos because I'm kind of looking at things at a weird angle because of my camera, but there you go. That looks great. Now, I took this die cut, You're Flippin' Awesome, which I thought was kind of perfect for my husband and his promotion from work. So I'm going to just pop this up onto my card with a few dimensionals. And I want to kind of make sure that this is going to adhere nicely to my card. So I will maybe use a couple more dimensionals than I typically would on a piece like this, just because we want to make sure it really sticks to that fuzzy suede that we created. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of center that on here like so. And then I'm also going to take, I've got a little scrap of cardstock, and I want to use some of the stamps that are in this set. So I'm going to use some Stays On Black. And I chose Stays On over Memento ink because Stays On is going to stamp out a little bit more opaque than Memento tends to on this colored cardstock, and I wanted to make sure it really was nice and dark. Now I've stamped Love This Guy, and then there's a little die that will cut that out, and then I also am stamping Holy Smokes, You're Amazing, and oops, that was upside down, but you get the idea. I will die cut both of those pieces along with another one of the dies, and that is this label die in black, and then I'm going to layer these together. These two I'll put on the inside of my card, and then this one I will put here on the outside of my card. And once again, I'm going to pop this up. This is a great way to use those edge pieces on your dimensionals. So I'll take this and we'll put this on here like so, and then we'll add this to our card. Now another and actually I'm gonna cut off just a little bit of this because it's gonna sit on the already popped up section. There we go. Love this guy. Okay, another thing that we have in this suite of products are these rustic metallic adhesive backed dots, and I like these because they're a really manly embellishment. We don't often have those, so I think this is nice to be able to add to a card. And so I'm just going to put a couple of these on, and I love using my take your pick tool for that. So I'm just going to give my little tacky stuff a little squeeze. And then, like I said, I'm just going to put a couple of these on here, like so. Okay, so that looks great. Now on the inside of my card, I'm going to take, and I've cut a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Cajun Craze cardstock. We'll adhere that to the inside here. And then I'm going to add to this a skinnier strip. This is a 3/4 inch strip of our DSP, and I'm going to run this all the way across the inside like so. And I want to actually put that up just a little higher because we're going to add that label on top here. And snip that excess off. And then here is our label. And I love these dies. They are great dies just on their own. And then, of course, they're really nice with the stamps that come in this set. And then I wanted to pop this up a little bit, but I don't want to use dimensionals, of course, on the inside of my card. So instead what I'm going to do is take and put a couple of my glue dots on here. All right, so I'm gonna layer a couple of these on top of one another, and we'll do that, and I'll layer 2 up on the other side, and then this will just give it a little bit of lift, you know? Okay, and voila. Okay. So now I'll just place that right on there. Okay. So it's not popped up, but there is just a little bit of space in there. Can you see that? that will make this card even better. So I hope you loved this project. Of course, if you would like to purchase any of the supplies I used, I would so be grateful for your business. And when you spend $50 or more in my online store, you will get the He's the Man All-Star Tutorial PDF. This is an awesome PDF with really, really cool projects featuring the He's the Man suite. And if you spend $75 or more in my online store, you will receive a mystery grab bag from me. And the more you spend, the bigger your bag. So, this is going on through August 15th, and of course this is going on all month long. You can also purchase this PDF if you are interested in, and I will put a link to that in the description of this video. Of course, don't forget to head over to my blog where you can download a PDF project sheet of this project with all the dimensions and supplies that I used, along with links to my online store. So thank you guys so much for shopping with me and stamping with me. If you loved this project, I would really appreciate the thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There should be a little icon you can click in the corner. Like maybe it's here, maybe it's over here. I never know. Anyway, thank you guys again for stamping with me today, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.